Welcome back to the Parker's Podcast. I'm Rose, and this is Francel.
What's up, everybody?
So this week we were going to kind of elaborate on our last trip that we had, which we just went last weekend, or all last week, really.
I just want to say this. Sometimes, people think you have money, but you really don't have money. You're just balling on a budget. You know what I mean? Because everyone's like, how can you afford to go to Tennessee? Like, we paid for this last year.
It was almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I found, that is very beneficial to do because then it's like, surprise, it's already paid for.
Yeah, and it's not any type of burden when you're having to go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it was pretty cool. We went up and we stayed in Gatlinburg. And, of course, you went fishing.
The Smoky Mountains. I will say this. I'm 39 now, and everyone has a desire to go see other countries, and I'm like, man, go explore the United States because there's so many different facets of terrain and beauty in this country. Mm-hmm. I was mesmerized by the Smoky Mountains because the cabin we stayed in was on top of a mountain, and to wake up in the clouds.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was absolutely beautiful.
And all the pictures that we took, you couldn't see the top because the mountains were so dense in some areas, so you couldn't even see the
And it's very, very deceptive because the whole time I'm there, I'm like, man, we could just run over there to those mountains and run up the mountain. And then we tried to walk up a hill, and I'm sitting here, it's so steep. I can't breathe.
You have to tell them what happened. I'm sure Christian will get a laugh out of this.
Oh, man.
Because
hold on. We got to tell this story. We got to go in order, man. Day one. What did we do day one when we got there? We're old people. Day one,
oh my gosh.
We just laid down.
Well, yeah, we got in. Well, it's a 12-hour drive. So we got up at 4, got on the road, got up there about, I think, 4 or 5, and then we decided we wanted to eat. So we were researching restaurants.
It's some bullcrap.
No,
the only thing that was interesting was some doggone fried chicken spots.
Yes, because we don't have fried chicken down here. We have KFCs, Popeyes, churches, and stuff like that, but not legitimate home style fried chicken like we did back in Ohio.
So I'm like, babe, just DoorDash it, and there's no DoorDash.
There was, but it was weird because it was an extremely long wait, and I forget why we couldn't do the DoorDash.
Yeah, because it was 3 hours and the place would have been closed or something crazy like that.
Yeah, so because I drove, I was like, I'm going to stay back at the resort. I'm going to unpack and get myself, kind of unwound from the drive.
I'm like, fine, I'll go down there. So I Google the directions and I see it's on the strip. I'm like, all right, cool. I drive down the main strip in Gatlinburg, and I'm like,
and we've never been here before.
Never been to Tennessee for an extended period of time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, $20 to park, $20. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to stay here. I'm just trying to get some chicken and leave. I'm gonna pay $20 to park and then go pay $20, if not more, for some chicken. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find a spot to park because it was our first night there. It was a lot of people for whatever reason. A lot of people. Oh, what was it? The rod. Something.
Oh yeah, there was some hot rod thing going on that weekend.
Thing going on where there's a lot of traffic down there. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Turned around, went back to the condo. What did we even end up eating?
Peddlers.
Oh, snap. Yes.
So he came back and got me, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. If we got to go find something to eat, let's at least find a restaurant that has a parking in there at the restaurant so that we don't have to pay for parking because we knew we were just going to eat and coming back.
So we went down there, and I'm like, man, this place called Peddlers over here looks pretty good. And literally we go there, and as we're there, Rose is like, this is the place we're supposed to go for our special night. And I'm like,
yeah.
Well,
I didn't even realize. I didn't pay attention to the name of the place. We were just driving and we found it.
Man, I'm telling you what.
It's cool because it is on the strip, but kind of down the way.
It's one street off of the strip, but it's on the river.
Yeah, and you overlook the little river thing behind there. And it was
It's
really
called
cool.
Peddlers for a unique reason. Mm-hmm. And I was a little taken back by it. But they actually bring out a whole entire New York strip and a whole entire ribeye on a cutting board under a cloth. And you literally have them, you tell them the thickness of the steak that you want. Mm-hmm. Right there. And they cut it right there in front of you. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. And so we tell them what we want. And then a salad bar comes with it. And I don't know if this is unique to Tennessee, but I have never seen this before. But they had on their salad bar, they had chickpeas, they had cold green beans, they had beets, all this other stuff, right? And then they had smoked oysters.
I
And
mean, you really like them though.
I like canned smoked oysters occasionally. I had never seen it on a salad bar, so I'm like, well, if people put it on a salad, I need to see what this is about. And it was actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I was taken back by it. It was something I'd never done before.
It's just funny that no matter where we go, whether we're home or away, we always revolve around some kind of food.
Always.
And so, of course, we found this restaurant, and it was so good. And
Oh,
I know
man.
we rep Embers, like that is our favorite restaurant.
Embers, like, okay, for those of you who have never experienced Embers still after watching our podcast, shame on you.
Christian.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going on my birthday.
When is your birthday, bro? You've been.
October 24th. We're 30 days away.
I was about to say, because you've been saying that for months. Like, yeah. Is your birthday ever coming? Like, it's on leap year. No. But, so like Outback is here. Applebee's is here. Longhorn might be here. You know, some people say Prime is here, but Prime is the same as Longhorns to me. Then you have Embers. That is like, I don't even know if you can see my hand on the camera. It is like, yo, Peddlers, for it to be grade A prime, grass-fed beef, was literally like, Embers is here, Peddlers is like right here. It is.
I couldn't believe how good it was. We even had to pull the guy aside and was like, listen, I am not joking. This is literally the second best steak we've ever had. It was
Like,
so good.
The thing that tripped me out, number one, is they actually seasoned the steak. And I was like, I don't know.
Well, and then you mentioned when they were first cutting it, I was like, I don't know, the steak looks kind of weird to me because it was it wasn't gassed. It was so fresh.
It's
that
fresh.
It was like,
it's like a purplish
it was
color.
like a burgundy almost.
Yeah, deep red. And I'm like, yo, that's fresh right there. That means it's never been frozen. It's never been gassed. That's what beef is supposed to look like. And I said, I know there's not a lot of fat in that, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a good tasting steak.
And I could not believe how tender it was. I mean, I was blown away by how good that steak was.
What blew me away, number one, was the doggone crust.
I know.
The crust on that steak. They might have well slapped mayonnaise on that junk and then deep fried it. I mean, like, the crust. Like, my fork went across the doggone steak. I mean, and every bite, you bite it and there was a crunch.
It was so juicy and so tender. And I could not, it was so good. No joke. I hate leftovers, but I ate my leftover steak.
It was so good to me, I don't even remember what my sides were.
You know what? I don't know what you got that night.
I don't know either. I don't know. It was amazing. And the whole experience was really, really good. The atmosphere in Gatlinburg is really, really chill. Conservative, but laid back.
I was
conservative
surprised.
because, I mean, you've seen some people that, you know, I don't know how to say this politically correctly, but
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm trying to figure this out. There are some people that just look like they're far left based on, you know, appearance. But I didn't see a single Karen the whole time I was there. I didn't see any drama, like, at all. I said, like, yo, we've been to Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach was like this huge hot spot, but Myrtle Beach was so dirty and disgusting. Gatlinburg was not dirty. I was blown away with how clean the Strip was. And that says a lot because, you know, it's
highly populated right now.
Highly populated. A lot of traffic.
Only in that area, not like actually in the city.
I don't know if there was a city.
It is so weird because when we went down there, we realized that we had to drive away from the Strip to find any houses.
No. Well, they're hidden. Everything is like you go on top of the mountain, you don't even see roads, but there's thousands of people in your proximity. But the trees in the forest are so dense that it covers up a lot. But that night after we went to hold on, before we get there, they had this blackberry cobbler for dessert. Dang. It was so good. So good. So good. And we got 19 minutes, but we got to hurry up so we can get to Georgia. But after dessert, we went to the grocery store because you wanted to get some things for the room. And we had to drive off the strip, up a mountain, down a mountain, around another mountain to get to the grocery store. And I'm like, yo, this would suck to live here in the wintertime. You know?
Oh, I know. Even where we stayed, if they don't have a way to, I measured it. I watched the app as we were pulling out. We were almost exactly 1 mile from the entrance of the resort up a mountain.
Yeah.
Almost a mile up a mountain.
And this, the grade, like the steepness, at some points the car was like, I'm like, dang.
Yeah, like you really kicking into high gear getting up.
It is steep.
Or going down because you're riding your brakes the whole time.
Right.
When you get to the bottom, you can smell your brake pads.
I'm going to say this too. I know we're a small time podcast, but man, if you are ever in a position to name a grocery store, Food Lion.
It was Food City.
Food City. Like, come on, man. Be a little more creative with the names. Like, even Piggly Wiggly was funny as all get out. But Food City, yes, the city needs food. We get it. Like,
I know, it almost sounded like a food bank.
Exactly.
I wasn't quite sure what we were going to.
I'm like, I don't know the quality of the. It was nice. The quality was sus when you see the name of the place. But we go inside. It was clean. It was nice. Yeah, we bought groceries because we weren't going to eat out the whole entire time, which we ate out the whole entire time and ate the groceries.
I mean, we opted not to have breakfast there.
Which was a mistake because there's this restaurant, Davy Crockett's Breakfast Camp. It was a 60-minute wait no matter when you went there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And we never got
to go in because we just couldn't wait that long to eat.
60 minutes, like, gosh, dog.
Yeah, when you wake up, you get that burn. I can't wait 60 minutes to eat.
Oh, all I could think of that Usher song, Let It Burn.
No. But what else did we do? So the next day, I forget what we did.
Next day was Wednesday. Oh, we went to Chattanooga. We went to go see your brother. Right. Man, listen, I thought Tennessee was small. Tennessee is a very large state.
Very long.
Very long. And it touches like 6 or 7 other states.
Yeah.
So like everywhere you go, you are in a tri-state area. Like you're always at the verge of going to another state. But where we were was like 2.5 hours from.
It was almost 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost 3 hours to Chattanooga to my brother's house.
So we get to our brother's house, and he's excited. I'm excited. We're going fishing on the Tennessee River. Never been fishing in Tennessee. We're trying to go catch some catfish.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot.
Literally, we're out there, and he was like, yo, I'm going to take you to my bluegill spot. I'm like, who the heck has a bluegill spot? But okay, fine, whatever. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. We're catching bluegill on, what was the bait we were using? Shrimp. I'm like, what? Shrimp? Okay. Hey, they were killing it. It worked. He was like, all right, we're going to go try to catch some 30, 40-pound catfish. Bet. I'm about it. Let's go. We go. Nothing. We go to this other spot. Nothing.
Hold on. Let me say something. Everybody knows the reason we even started this podcast was because we have the most random things happen to us.
I can't.
And this trip, of course.
I can't.
It happened again.
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
we're a magnet for stuff.
It's just like, all I want is peace and happiness.
It was so bad.
So we've been out there 5 hours and we're getting skunked, right? So we're like, yo, Rose wants us to come in for dinner. So
that's because we had a 3-hour drive back.
Yeah. So, so it's like 5 o'clock. We're going to this last spot. All of a sudden, you hear, bow, and you hear, wham, 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 wham. So they're like shooting a gun at the base of a river, across the river, up into a valley between 2 mountains. So like you hear the pow because it's close to us. And then the percussion echoing off the mountains, which amplifies it, which is insane. So we're like, oh, no big deal, whatever. When we're going down the river, they'll stop shooting. Well, before we pull anchor, we hear pow, zing! And, like, if you hear that high-pitched zing, that is literally the bullet flying past you.
Like, in very close proximity.
Oh, shoot. Okay, one time, all right, fine, whatever. We're fishing. Pow, zing! Oh, hey, Glenn, I I don't know if Tennessee is the right spot for me. Are they aiming at us? I don't know. But this one time is an accident. 2 times, like Vaughn says, it's a choice, man. Like it's like, and then pow, zing. That 3rd time, he was like, all right, yeah, let's go. Fire up the motor. We come around the bend, and like, if they are shooting this way, we're fishing right here, but the boat ramp is over here. So we literally have to drive the boat this way. So as soon as we fire the engine, I'm like, yo, they have to hear us fire the engine and the engine coming down the river. Number one, if it's not illegal to fire a firearm across the river in the state of Tennessee, Tennessee got some weird laws because that's not safe. Anyways, we're driving the boat. And as we come, we can see their car, we can see people, and we come like right in front. Pow! And like the bullet splashes in the water like maybe 40 feet from the boat. That's too freaking close. My brother-in-law, I love my brother-in-law for this moment right here. He shuts off the engine. He stands up. Now, the boat is only like 10 feet. It's a John boat. Mm-hmm. It's not this thing. And he starts cussing them out. Hey, that's not safe. And I'm like, oh, bro, listen. Like, they got guns. Like, we should be quiet and just scoot by. And he was like, no, forget that. Like, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, Lord, please just let me get out of this safe. Like, I'm the only black dude in proximity. I can't take my hat off and toss it in the air and have Aquaman come save me.
Listen, we all know in every movie you die first, so.
But no, it changed. After the Mississippi, like, riverboat scenario, I'm supposed to be able to take my hat off and throw it up in the air. Mm-hmm. But there ain't none in proximity. So I'm out of luck.
But anyways, so
he's fussing at them, right? All right, man, it's all right. They're done. Let's just start the motor and go. All right.
No, wait a minute. You remember?
Hold on.
You got to say what he told them. He told them, "Hey, there's people down here," and the guy yells back, "And
Rose, we're not there yet."
Oh, jeez.
Gosh, I'm on the boat. I know when it happened.
Okay.
So he tries to start the boat. Motor won't start. And he's like, "Gosh, ain't stupid." And y'all hear is, he's like, y'all want to laugh? Y'all shooting guns and there's people down here. And they're like, and now he's hot. And like, it's in their family. Their anger line starts here. And as they get angrier, is like, and then their whole face is red. Rose does the exact. I looked at Glenn, and Glenn's red line was like right here, his eye, and his eye was twitching, and I'm thinking he's about to jump out of the boat to go swim to these people, and I literally was like, okay, I have to de-escalate this. Glenn, it's all right, man. Just like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Woo-sa. And he just died laughing and said, you're stupid. I'm like, bro, I just need you to calm down. You can't stroke out on the boat right now because he was hot, you know? Now we're dead in the water, and he's looking for tools. He didn't pack the tools. So now we're just floating downriver. Rose is calling, and I'm just like, women always know the best time to call. Always. Always. It's something inside of them that is just like, I need to call right now in this moment. And so it's just like, hey, we can't. We're dead in the water. So now we have to paddle back like 2.5 miles.
Listen, he didn't have the tools, but at least he had paddles.
He had.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He had a kayak paddle that broke in half. So like, I'm in the front paddle, and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, this is so bad, but I have to make it good because Glenn was hot, and yo. We're good, man. It was a great time. Every time it's an adventure, it's not about what you set out to do. It's about the memories that are created, and it's about the adventure that takes place.
And he said he felt so bad. And I told him.
He's like, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, why, bro? It's a freaking adventure.
I told him, I was like, listen, if you knew all the stories of our life, like, this is almost like, okay, what else?
So we got to speed up because we got 10 minutes left on this episode, and we only on Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, so then Thursday, we didn't know that what we had paid for was to go to a timeshare presentation. Mm-hmm. They tell you what on Thursday, it's a 90-minute presentation. I don't know when the timer starts or when the timer ends, but we sat there from 9 a.m.
to 4 p.m.
No, it's like
It was
5.
4.
It was like
It was just after 4.
it felt like 5 o'clock to me, and I'm like, bro. So that was our whole Thursday. We didn't. Where did we eat Thursday? Thursday.
It was not good.
Yeah,
Oh, the Park Place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Park Place. I don't know.
I felt bad too for the waiter when we got in.
Good waiter.
The waiter was like amping up his ribs. They were like, "Yeah, we have this one guy that comes in. Yeah, the pit master that comes in from the TV show, and every time he comes in, he orders these ribs." And we're like, "Oh, good. If the pit master likes it, we're gonna get these ribs."
You know what I'm saying? Tennessee's no.
So I'm thinking, as good as the steak was a couple nights before, I need that whole rack of ribs because I'm gonna eat my leftovers.
Yeah. Man,
it was so bad.
Listen, I wanted to.
What is that?
Because you know when it's so dry that you can't spit it, you're trying to shovel it out.
We did drink a lot.
I was like, yo,
we had to keep drinking in order to keep the food going.
Dude, I was just like, oh, this is rough. And Rose is like, you like yours? I'm like, no. So she was like, why are you getting to-go boxes? Not to be rude. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, as soon as we got outside and we walked down the strip, I put it in the trash. I'm like, that was the worst.
It was so bad.
Ever. So that was Thursday. Friday. Hold on. Wait a second. Thursday morning, I went fishing in the river.
That's when you caught your... Nope. Yeah, Thursday.
No. Thursday, I didn't go fishing because it's illegal to fish on
right.
Thursday in Gatlinburg because...
Apparently, they stock the river, so they have weird fishing laws. You're not allowed to fish on Thursdays while they stock the river.
You need 3 different fishing licenses, too. You need a Tennessee fishing license, you need a Gatlinburg fishing license, and then you need a trout stamp fishing license. It was a whole lot going on. And I was just like, all right, whatever, give me everything. So that was Thursday.
So Friday,
I wake up early, I go fishing, and I'm like, yo, what's good? Bam, I catch a trout. Never caught trout before, so I'm killing. I caught 3 trout. And I'm like, yes, great time. Then I lose my phone. I literally lost my phone from the vehicle through the woods to the creek. And Rose wanted me back at 11. And now I can't find my phone. And I have no way of calling Rose to have her call my phone so I can find my phone. So now I'm trying to find a person to call my phone. People are very suspicious when you say, hey, can you call my phone? Because technically they're giving you their phone number. And I didn't think of it from that perspective until like later on. Why is everyone so hesitant? This nice lady, after an hour and a half, finally says, yes, I'll call your phone. And I find my phone. And man, did I get in trouble.
I was fuming.
Because
Friday was supposed to be my day to do what I wanted to do. We could go, he got his little fishing in. He went with my brother the whole day on Wednesday. And then he got the fishing that morning. I'm like, all right, so from 11 until whenever we are done, we are going down to Gatlinburg and doing all the things. By the time he got back, I was so upset. I had such a bad headache. I was like, you know what? I'm tired now at this point. I want to take a nap. I forget where we ended up going.
We didn't go anywhere. We sat there.
No, we didn't. We did. Because I went down and had lunch.
I'm hot because she's hot and she's fussing at me about being back here. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. She's going to be ticked off and just sit here. I'll just go to the canal at the bottom of the resort. So that's where I went. Mm-hmm. And then I come back and I was like, well, I'm hungry now. And I got something to eat. And you were somewhere else. Where did you go?
I went to the fire pit. I was eating down there because they had a really nice fire pit that overlooked the city down below. It was really pretty.
Yeah, and then so that night we ate.
I think we went back to Peddlers because we didn't want to be let down again.
Friday. I thought we went to Peddlers Saturday or Sunday.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
you're right. It was Sunday.
I don't know what we ate that night.
I can't remember. I was let down though all the way until we had Peddlers again.
Dang, I don't know. So Friday was a bust. We went to the strip Friday. We went down, and that's when we went to the arcade and all that stuff down there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We did that.
And then Saturday we went up and
Saturday we went to Bristol.
Oh yeah. That was the whole purpose of that trip, was to go to Bristol for the NASCAR race.
Hey, listen, Bristol's it's the last great Coliseum. It literally is designed like a Roman Coliseum. Everywhere you sit, you can see the entire track, and it's only a half-mile track, and
It was very tiny. It was like a fishbowl.
literally, and they're going fast, but man,
the crazy part is the track is so small that they can't even get up to the speeds that they would at Daytona and stuff.
Right.
So to me, I was like, this race is kind of boring. I'm not even gonna lie.
there was no wrecks. It was a lot of jockeying for position, and I was just like, okay, well, not all of them are going to be super exciting. So, but the experience was cool. Everyone there was nice. The atmosphere was really cool. The drive home sucked because with all the rain delays, the race didn't end until like what 10:30, 11 o'clock,
I don't remember.
and then it was like 2.5 hour drive from Bristol back
to the
to Gap.
resort. Mm-hmm.
Whew. So we got back at like late, and then
We were supposed to leave
we were
Sunday.
supposed to leave. Yeah,
But
check out
because
Sunday.
we got home, or because we got back there so late, we were very exhausted. Had a long week of doing everything that we were doing down in Gatlinburg, so we decided to book one more
I was like,
night.
hey, can we get a late checkout? No late checkouts. Okay, can we stay another night? Sure. All right, deal.
Yeah, so we ended up.
Rose went back to bed.
We slept in a little bit.
I didn't sleep in. I was up. You went to sleep. I went back fishing and caught 2 more trout.
Oh, that's right. And then we went down to Gatlinburg and we went up the mountains and went across the Sky Bridge and all that stuff. That bridge was sketchy though.
Listen, they have a swinging bridge that's suspended by cables and it's wood planked. And then they decided, oh, this isn't sketchy enough. Let's put glass at the very middle of the bridge. So I'm the heaviest I've ever been my whole life. So I'm a little self-conscious of it, a little. And so, like, when I stepped on it, I heard,
I should have recorded it. It was so funny because as soon as he stepped on the glass, he went.
It was the thing went crack, and I'm like, oh no! Like, and I kind of like bailed off of it. But it was absolutely beautiful to go and do that and experience that.
Yeah, the views were really nice.
And then Monday morning, we got up early, and we jumped on the road, and we took off. And then we started.
You have to hurry because we are running out of time.
Found a new passion.
Yes, on our way home, we decided to stop at one of the gold mining places where they bring in the pay dirt and they basically just have
gems
and gold and all the stuff that you can find in these random dirt.
It's dirt from mines, and you just sift it and sluice it, and you find stuff. And we found all kinds of cool rocks.
Yes, and one of them, we found a ruby that's like this big. Like I can't even describe how big this thing is.
It's beautiful.
Lots of fool's gold. I mean, we have 2 chunks of fool's gold.
It's called pyrite.
Yeah, but 2 chunks of it, that's huge. But it was pretty cool. And we've got a lot of gems and stuff that we need to sift through and clean up and stuff because we actually got quite a bit of items that are worth a lot of money. Up until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Peace.